Hi, I'm Kirsty McKim from Nail Nails. In this series of videos, we are going to do autumnal nails, or if you are in America, fall nails, you know, like with leaves and In this video, the design we're going to do is a leaf-shaped nail. Yes, the nail will actually be shaped like a leaf. So can I start with the fact that I have never created this nail before, ever?
So you went out into the garden and you found...
some inspiration.
Yeah.
No leaves.
I got leaves and stuff for my inspiration. And these are actually going to be tools as well, believe it or not. So I've not actually done this before. So let's see if it works. Better do. Ray's like, yeah, it better do. These are my nails. So first of all, we're going to do this on the ring finger. This nail has already been prepped. By that I mean we have removed the surface shine. So now I'm going to prep this nail by putting the dehydrator on, and we're going to apply the acid-free primer, and we're going to do 2 coats of that. We're going to use the stiletto sculpting forms. So tab on the back, rocking it between my thumbs. I am going to close the end, so you're sort of creating a stiletto shape. I'm going to open the back slightly because I want the nail to kick up a little bit. So this form will ever so slightly come up rather than anchoring down like it would do if it was a stiletto nail. And that's so we've got a little bit more side room for when this leaf shape drops down. I'm going to be using Natural Beige as my base colour. I need to extend out with this as well, but I want it to be quite thin on the free edge, and you'll see why a little bit later in the video. So I'm just extending out, and I want to make this nice and thin. Then we're obviously going to cover the actual nail as well with a bead of acrylic. And what I'm going to do is just bring a little bit of the structure down the centre, but quite thin. So imagine you're doing like a really skinny stiletto. Make sure you have enough on your side wall here. You don't want any fracture points. So you're basically making sure you have strength at this weak area. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other hand of the ring finger, but I'll come back to this one and I will pinch it. I'm going to pinch this first nail that we've started to create. Right, so what we're going to do now is I can move Faye's hand out the way and I can just show you these leaves that I've got. I have no idea what plant they are from. We have our leaf. I have a selection of colours here. We're going to use autumn colours for this leaf.
So it's like a leaf that's fallen off a tree.
It is exactly that. So we've got here Genie Lamp, Maple, very fitting, Aztec Copper and Berrylicious. I'll show you what they look like when they're wet. Got like a golden yellow, burnt orange with glitter, more of a bronze. So you can see how they sort of fade down, and that's how you're going to put them onto the actual leaf. Yes, we are putting them on the leaf. On the back side of the leaf, so not on the front side, on the back side. I'm going to start with the paler colour here, and we'll fade these colours out. So every time you overlap them, make sure that this part where the colour is fades out. You don't want a hard edge. And then you've got the darkest colour here, which is Berrylicious. That's going right on the end. I'm just going to get some clear and just put a coat of that over the top. The reason for that is just to make it slightly thicker so it has more strength. Once it starts to set, you can start to peel it away. Because it's an autumn leaf, if it doesn't peel away completely perfect, don't worry about it, because autumn leaves have holes in them and things like that. They're all quite, you know, jagged. So you can see all the little vines and everything like that of that leaf are now on top of that leaf. So now we're going to get this while it's still flexible, and I'm going to pinch it up down the middle. Now this is going to go straight onto that nail like that. I'm going to do exactly the same as what we did before with the other leaf. I'm making another one for the other hand. Now I've created both leaves, I am going to take the sculpting forms off, and they're very thin, so beware of that when you do it. So I'm just going to file it. This is fragile, so be careful with it. It's just there as a little bit of a platform. Just going to clean over. Just cleaned over with some gel residue wipe off solution, that's all. Just to clean it up. I am going to put Mega Gloss on, because I'll find it difficult to put Mega Gloss on this back part after the leaf is on. While it's in the lamp, I'm just going to tidy this a tiny bit, pulling a bit of the darker colour through the centre. So as I fit this on here, underneath, we're going to put acrylic, so as it sits on, it's going to act like a glue, and it's also going to give the nail structure as well. So we're going to put clear acrylic on the inside there, so put it on the inside. We're going to go slightly further out with this bead here. Make sure it's wet when you put it on. Then you're going to press it down. Don't worry about any excess, you'll able to clean that up. And then we're just going to make sure that's full down there, and then we're going to go underneath. So you're sealing that onto the nail and it becomes the nail. So you can see underneath, I'm basically going to join these all together. So make sure it's all secure. So it won't be the prettiest of nails underneath, but who's looking underneath the nail? So you're also coating the leaves with the clear acrylic underneath, and that's going to give them strength so they're not going to break. So let's get the other one looking exactly the same as that. So we're just going to do exactly the same. So obviously we've got a join here now. So we're going to fill the back of this with more leaves. Little tiny leaves. So I've got some smaller leaves here, and what we're going to do is make some small leaves, come on, and we're going to put them at the back here, so it's like lots of little leaves and then one big leaf. So we're going to do exactly the same as we did before. Right, I'm going to start putting these on. So I'm going to use some clear acrylic, so a bead of clear acrylic, then we're going to start picking up some leaves. I'm just going to continue to do this. So now I'm just going to go under some of the leaves that are more prominent to make them more durable, so they're going to last, which is just going to thicken them up. I'm just going to pop some stones onto this nail, because if I don't, Faye might just die that she hasn't got no bling on a nail. So we've got a stack of leaves there, some little tiny stones. So we're basically going to repeat this on the other nail. I'll show you how to make the little green ones. We've made the green ones from hand, so we haven't used the leaves for this one. We've done it with my own skill and ability. So take a sculpting form. I'm going to quadruple dip. So I'm going to go into the yellow, into my greens, and then into the darker one to create this bead of a different colours. Can you see how gorgeous they are? So going to bring them out into a basic sort of leaf shape. And let them set up a little bit, and then we're going to take a tool, and with the tool, just going to draw through. This is going to give you all the detail. Same with this one. Now you want to let them set before we take them off. So now we're going to repeat the process that we've just done on this nail, and we're going to do it the same onto this nail. So I'm just going to take some white paint on a flat brush and use it quite dryly, just a dry brush around the edges, which will just highlight them slightly. I'm going to do that on both nails. What I'm going to do now is just seal the stones with some brush on glue, and then I'm just going to brush the brush on glue right around the edge where I've painted, and it'll just seal that paint on. There you are. I hope you enjoyed the video of our fantastic leafy nails. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. All the products we've used today are in the description box below. Don't forget to check out our Instagram and our Facebook and my Snapchat, Kirsty Nails. And we will see you in the next video. See you later. Bye!